Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 40th Stardew Valley Let's Play video. Today we will be doing day 10 of Spring Year 2. So I was looking up online last night after I recorded my last video. Because I was trying to figure out what had changed between, I made mention that there was updates after the last time I played, and I was trying to figure out what else had changed, because I had a vague recollection of maybe I had gotten something wrong in terms of the berry prices and the juice prices and all that stuff. And I sort of vaguely remembered that he had nerfed cranberries a little bit, because I knew that cranberries had been just this amazingly lucrative crop and then it had gone down. Well, he did nerf cranberries, and he also nerfed all the other berries at the same time, except maybe strawberries, but cranberries, blueberries, and the ancient fruit that we're growing over here. Which in his reasonings were he had never intended those crops to be so good that it forced people to play with those crops. He wanted any method of farming to be viable and interesting and fun, which I totally get that. And it was funny because the discussions on the board where he announced it, which was surprisingly a wholesome discussion. The internet has ruined me. I was like, oh, everybody's being so nice. The discussions were like, oh, Concerned Ape accidentally demonstrated why farmers tend to farm in a monoculture, because you farm the thing that pays your bills and you don't farm the things that don't. Anyway, all that to say, the way I'm arranging our greenhouse is no longer the most efficient way to arrange a greenhouse. And that's just something that I think we're all going to have to live with, because I like the way I had it laid out. And even though there's a more efficient version available, my way isn't just completely and utterly garbage now. It means we'll become millionaires slightly less quickly. But if you're watching this going, what is Hannah doing? That's not the ideal method for statting out the greenhouse. I know, but it's my method, so it is what we have. Another interesting thing is, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. I hate that. I'm such a scatterbrain. What was the other interesting thing? I truly do not know. Can't have been that interesting if I've forgotten it already. It was something. We're running low on sashimi, so... Oh, but I don't... Well, no, it's fine. There we go. I didn't want to use the clan. Today is, Vincent's. Could not think of his name. Today is Vincent's birthday, and I want to give him a clan for his birthday. Actually, no. Let's give him something that he really, really likes. The clams are merely sufficient. I think his favorite thing is cranberry candy, which we don't have because we don't have sugar. I need to buy some basic supplies from Pierre. Maybe this is a good reason to do so. Oh, but he loves grapes, and we do have grapes. Oh, my hand's bothering me. Oh, I meant to put the shears in the animal. He is heading to the library, so we'll zip there with a shortcut. My hand is really bothering me. I had hand surgery about a year ago, exactly, almost. And it still hasn't fully recovered. It was so frustrating too because I needed the hand surgery. There wasn't like my doctor talked me into it or something. I needed the hand surgery. I basically was in constant pain and it was very distracting and I couldn't get my work done. So there was no question whether I would do it or not. Marketing did not need to be done. You know, it wasn't like, oh, we got to convince this person. No, I was committed to it. And I told my doctor that, and I was like, okay, so I know I need this, and I plan to get it. I just want to have a realistic expectation for what kind of, will it be back to 100% the way it was before the problem started? Will it be, 70% of the way? What are we looking at in terms of recovery? I just want a realistic idea, I said. And he was like, oh, yeah. It'll be 100% of what it was before. Just, like that. Give it a couple months, 100%. I was like, really? Because I've had surgeries before, and granted they were back surgeries, but that has not been my experience with surgeries. No, 100%. Be great. You're gonna be fine. I'm like, okay. Here it is, a year later. I am still hurting. I had to have physical therapy for it, Okay. Whatever. But it makes me laugh because doctors are always like, patients just don't have realistic expectations and they expect to be better as soon as the surgery's over. And it's like, Leah! Oh, Anna, you scared me. See that fruit up there? Oh, hi. Oh, jeez. That did not look good. Oh, come here, baby. I don't know why you thought you could jump from the floor up my arm to my shoulder. Because you are a very long, very big 10-pound cat. And my shoulder could maybe hold a tiny, tiny kitten. But it cannot hold a long, long cat. See that fruit up there? It looks delicious, doesn't it? But I can't reach it. And so I pick her up without... Thanks! Okay, got it. You really want to get consent for something like that. You're stronger than you look. Here, try a piece. That was an apple. I just realized something. Even if my art career is a flop, I'll always have a friend to catch me on the way down. Oh. I love her. I love them all. I really do hate that you can't woo them all. and marry them all. And live happily ever after with them all. Like, why can't I? I know that not everyone is polyamorous, and I respect that. But in video games, if you could at least include a few options, that would be so nice. Especially if it was like the bachelor, bachelorette, and your rival, you know, if they came together as a pair. Because I would happily marry both Leah and Elliot, no question. And we could all get along as this cute little, you know, poly triad. Why can't I have that? I think The Crown and the Flame was one of the very few things that we've ever played that even offered what I would call informed polyamory. Because, while there are games that will let you seduce everybody, which The Crown and the Flame did, thank you, that was nice, a lot of them make me feel like I'm doing something unethical by maybe not informing the other participants what's going on, because I don't have a dialogue option to do that. And you didn't really have a dialogue option to do it in The Crown and the Flame. Not as much as I wanted to, anyway. But at least with Raiden and Annalise, their dialogue made it clear that they knew you were seeing other people and they were okay with it. And that actually was probably part of the reason why I felt so comfortable with Raiden and Annalise. In addition to them both being the most beautiful people I have ever seen. Seriously, if you haven't watched my Crown and the Flame Let's Plays, they're so good, and they have such wonderful, beautiful, pretty people. It goes on for a bit, I know, but I really enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed that so much that I almost started playing those games again the other day, and literally the only reason I didn't was because I was going to have to dig out a strategy guide to do it perfectly, because I don't like messing up. But I mean, I don't have a chance to replay stuff very much anymore. I wish I did, but that was how much I liked it that I was like, I think I want to play that again. I think also it kind of reminded me of a happy time in my life. I enjoyed it a lot. That was a good Let's Play, and I really appreciate all of y'all being so patient with me through it, because I know it went on for a bit. It's like, is this ever gonna be over? But you were patient with me, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm wasting time because we have to water the fields. I completely forgot about that. Here I was just happily blah blah. There we go. Planting trees, cutting them down. I completely forgot about the fields. Or I didn't forget about the fields, and now it's more exciting. Extreme watering. I do wish that the watering can powering up process was a little bit faster. But man, oh man, am I grateful for how much water it can hold and how quickly it can dispense it, because every so often I try to imagine doing this with an unupgraded watering can. It's like, no. Still, I will be happy when we get some more iridium sprinklers out here. Oh, that was the other interesting thing. I was like, that I forgot to. The other interesting thing on the announcement post about the berries getting nerfed was someone observed, and I don't know where they got this statistic, but someone observed that most Stardew Valley games are abandoned in the middle of year 2. That is where I have always abandoned my Stardew Valley games. I have never made it to year 3. And it's not because I don't love the game, because I do love the game, but for some reason I just, you know, other things start, I get my farm basically where I wanted it, and then it's like, well, I've got other stuff, and so it happens. And so anyway, I felt some kind of weird vindication almost, like, yes, I'm not bad. That's how everyone is. Everyone quits the game in year 2, or a lot of people do. So for some reason that made me happy. I am going to try not to quit the game. And at least carry it through to an event that happens in year 3. I feel like I owe it to everyone to do that many. However, that's basically another 30 videos. Oh my god, are you guys even gonna watch that many? And I'm only having that thought here at the 40th video. So by the time you guys see this, I don't even know if anyone will be watching it. Terry, what are you doing? You are such a little brat. What are you doing? Little girl. Fine, play with the cord. Item spotlight. Crabpot. Experienced anglers know how to craft crab pots. Despite the name, the pots can be used to catch a wide variety of critters in both fresh and salt water. Just place your crab pot in the water and load with bait. Come back the next day and check on it to see what you caught. You'll need to load it with bait again to catch more. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have extra luck. Well, let's go test that out. Oh hey, the trees are... You're such a good neighbor. I thought I'd send some animal feed. Thank you, Mari. That was extremely nice of her. Why is that one not blooming up? Is there something surrounding it that's stopping it? That's not what I want to do. It should be in perfect health. Weird. Let's go hit up the cows and see how they're doing. Chris was on his treadmill. I don't know if you follow my Divorce Kittens account on Twitter, but if you aren't, you're missing out on very cute kittens. But their grandma got them a cat treadmill for Christmas. But it only just came a couple of days ago. My goal, my hope is to train them all how to run on it, because cats need exercise and stimulation and, you know, just play to kind of keep them from getting bored and cranky and fidgety. And what's funny is I really had hoped to get Chip engaged and with the treadmill, because Chip is the biggest one. He's got a lot of, you know, energy. I would even go so far as to call it kind of nervous energy. So I thought, you know, he's the one that the treadmill was for, you know. Oh no. The littlest baby who sleeps constantly, is always laying next to me, never moves, to the point where I was genuinely afraid there might be something wrong with him. And maybe I was just, you know, being selfish and not noticing it because I love having my cuddle bunny there. But you know, I was even asking the vet, like, I love how much he cuddles, but is it too much? Like, is he okay? He doesn't move very much at all, you know. And, you know, she says, well, you know, kittens do need a lot of play, but some of them are lazier than others. He's probably fine, you know. And I'm sure she has to deal with all sorts of nervous mommies and daddies going, is this normal? So anyway, all that to say, Crisp, he was the one that picked up the treadmill first and has been just constantly run on it. And to the point where the other cats don't even get a turn, because if I'm trying to teach them how to use it, he's like, oh, we're playing on the treadmill, and he jumps on it and starts running as fast as he can, and like they go flinging off into this, you know, stratosphere because they were sitting still and they don't know how to move with the treadmill yet. It's hilarious. This little, oh, we're running. I know how to do that. Shoo! It's like, Crisp, you have to let the others have a turn. Like, technically, no, he does not have to. Good luck with that, Mama. New reward. A crystal chair. I wish the museum rewards were like a coupon for a chair out of the catalog, so you could pick any of these chairs or whatever. Because none of them have really been in my style. It's a little lonely out here on the beach I apologize if I was ever a little too forward with you when we first met. I was just eager to have a friend. Oh, Elliot. That is 100% something that I would worry about and apologize for. Do I love him because he's wonderful and awkward and shy, or do I love him because of the massive overlap between him and me? And does that make me narcissistic? I don't know. A train is passing through Stardew Valley, and we are physically as far away from a train as you can possibly be. But I did read that sometimes they drop off like rare geodes. Should we try to make it up there? I just don't see how we could make it in time. Cutscene! I wondered. Because we're at a pretty high heart level with him. Oh, hey! I was just doing my daily strength training routine. Sorry, I have no shirt on. Anna, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. I'm sorry to realize that, well, I've been really rude towards you in the past. You know, about going pro and all that. Oh, I guess I might not actually be cut out for professional sports. Maybe it was just a childish dream, you know? Anyway, I want to apologize to you for bragging and being annoying about it. I appreciate that you stayed friends with me through all that. Baby. And he starts lifting with more vim and fervor. The sweet child. I really like that he apologized. Not necessarily for the things that he needed to apologize for, but I recognize that I'm sorry I was a chauvinistic jerk and kept talking about the fit of your pants. Might have been a... I wonder what he says if you pick the boy farmer option. I don't mind that stuff nearly so much if it's the same for all the gender options available. So if he's, you know, if he's saying, hey, you're looking good in those pants, if he's doing that with everybody, then I have a much better time with it than if somebody took time to code a special extra misogynistic version for the girl option. And I really wish I'd known about the non-binary mod. And one of you was saying that the non-binary mod... Oh, I meant to buy more seeds from Peter. One of you was saying that the non-binary mod lets you have kids of indeterminate gender too. That you don't... It's not like, here's a boy and here's a girl. It's like you dress them in yellow and green and you don't use gendered words for them or something. That would be awesome. So I really do need to look into whether I can download and use that without having to restart my game. Hey, baby girl. Hello, baby girl. Hi. Hi there. Also, I just realized I've been excited and peppy all Let's Play, and I was trying to be like calm and relaxing so you could sleep well. So this one is probably a failure. Sorry. If there's one thing I am, it's consistent. Wait. Oh, I wanted to also buy, I did it before we left though, so that's awesome. I wanted to buy some actual, gosh, that's pretty. That's real pretty. I wanted to buy some actual sugar, wheat flour, rice, oil, vinegar. And as you can see, that was not cheap. So, you know, some of these we'll be able to make ourselves. Wheat can be turned into flour in the mill. I feel like beets can be turned into sugar in the mill. Not sure about that. Oil can be gotten from corn with the oil maker. And as far as I know, there's no way to grow rice or make vinegar. That might have changed. In fact, it's actually surprising that there's not a way to grow rice because, I mean, we're a farmer, aren't we? I don't know. Okay, that's some tulips. Put down some jazzes. And there we go. Put some garlics in here. The other thing I had totally planned to do when I first started this idea was I was gonna let everyone vote on which marriage partner I picked. But the very real problem with that is that I am recording these so much in advance that I would have to basically stop playing for months while everyone caught up on the watch and then did a vote, and that I don't think that would work at all. So I will probably not do that. I have mixed feelings about doing the recordings far in advance because it means I can't respond to and adjust to comments like when people are saying your voice is too loud or your voice is too soft, or, you know, by the way, why aren't you doing this or why aren't you doing that? It's like, oh, maybe I should change how I'm playing. So on the one hand, it's very useful to not go too far in advance. On the other hand, that's where we get, you know, these massive multi-month absences where I don't post because, you know, the powers that be decided to stricken me with bronchitis for 2 months or whatever. And so, you know, it's kind of it's got good points, it's got bad points. Why do the trees not grow back after I chop them down? They're just being lazy. They're lazy trees. What do you think, Sherry? What a good girl you are. What a sweet, perfect girl. So purry. Yeah. Such a sweet, purry girl. Where's your brother? He was in here a minute ago. Did he go back to the treadmill? Oh, there you are. I see you. Yeah, you're a good baby. You're laying on the floor. What is it? I should just put the big basket on the table so that... Where is the big basket? Oh, it's over there. Jerry, oh my gosh. That was an awful fierce bite you were doing there. You gonna go over there on the cat tower? Okay. You get on the cat tower, and then tomorrow night I'll put the bigger basket on the desk for both of you. Territory is very complicated when you got 4 cats, let me tell you. And I was fortunate, got them all together basically at the same time. A couple months in between, and that was a tense couple months, when I first brought them. Chip went overnight from being baby to big brother, and it was like, why do you hate me? It's like, no baby, you have a little brother now, congratulations. No, he did not feel like congratulations were in order, but now he's happy. So but everyone has their own little territory. And they trade. Ooh, wow, look at that. 10,000. Those cauliflowers, man. Those are good stuff. Thank you to everyone in the audience who eats cauliflower. Alright, it's Friday. You know what that means? It's the Friday before the spring festival, so it means we're not getting any rain tomorrow. Okay, good. Oh, it's this egg festival. I always get the times mixed up. And Pierre is selling strawberries tomorrow. So what we want to do is we want to... Oh, jeez, I'm such a... So remember when I said it's really easy to pick up the Crabpots if you get the skill that auto baits them? That's exactly how. Okay. I'm gonna need so many more potato seeds. I just did not buy enough. So we're going to get an iridium sprinkler today because it's Friday and Friday is iridium sprinkler day. And I really think, in fact I plan to put it here. That particular spot in the greenhouse has been delegated to grow boy, if don't want to save any green beans. I'm going to have to save some silver star green beans. Okay, that spot has been delegated to grow cranberries. And cranberries are no longer, as we've just discussed, cranberries are no longer the cash crop that they once were. But I'm still inordinately fond of them, and they will be providing a pretty steady income, even once you account for the nerf. He didn't make them useless, he just didn't make them completely overpowered. I would have been extremely upset if they'd been made just entirely useless. Extremely upset. Why I might have even stopped playing in early year 2 instead of in late year 2. Like, I don't know, it just cracked me up like my ire affects anything in any way. But well, even if it was utterly impotent ire, it would have been my ire. Hello, goats. Pretty little goats. I wish the goats gave a little bit more milk. Okay. Into the bin you guys go. And don't forget to do the eggs. I wonder if we'll get a dinosaur egg. We are looking for 2 dinosaur eggs. One will be put back into the hatchery because I like the idea of having 2 dinosaurs to make little dinosaur babies and live happy dinosaur lives. Is that economically the best choice? Probably not, but that's not the point. And then once we get our second dinosaur, the remaining 4 slots of the upgraded coop will be filled out with rabbits. Oh, my friend, you have absolutely nothing that I need. Well, rare seed, I need those. And I totally meant to visit the wizard with a quartz, and I totally forgot. I need to remember to do that. Loud purr. You are the loudest purring cat I have ever known. And I love it. Gosh, the vet was just entranced by her whenever she had to go in to get spayed. Neutered? Spayed for but they had to keep her overnight because the spaying procedure is kind of rough. And so they would go and pet on her, and Crisp was with her as well. They both got spayed at the same time. And, you know, they'd pet her and she'd just erupt into purring. She's the loudest purrer, and they just loved that. Okay, hi, I know I forgot to bring you I'll bring you one tomorrow. I'll try to bring you horseradish tomorrow. I think it wouldn't be this hard for me to remember. I'm gonna go see blah blah, take whatever it is, and I really struggle with that. Really struggle with that. It's just so very in character that Elliot apologizes for being a little overly friendly too quickly. And Alex apologizes for being a self-absorbed jerk. Let's go visit Harvey. I keep forgetting to give him stuff too. Where is he? Is he upstairs? Where is he? This is clinic hours. Is he not here in his own clinic? Harvey, I have an idea as to why you're losing money. Do you see him? I don't see him. Oh, he's in Pierre's shop. What's he doing in there? Shopping, I guess. The birds were happily chirping today. They're too simple to understand the future. You don't know that, Abigail. Maybe they're miserable. Just saying. Okay. Because it is Friday, and because I think I can make it back in time for the next help, I can't think of the word. Friday, in time for the next Iridium Sprinkler Day, I'm going to buy expensive trees because we really do need to be planting them. Okay. So I put peaches first and then oranges. So 1, 2, peach goes there, 1, 2, orange goes there. Meanwhile, we're going to go in here and plonk down an iridium sprinkler. There it is. And you'd think here is where I go, oh no, I meant to buy more seeds from Pierre's, but I actually didn't, because tomorrow we're going to buy some strawberries. And I would like to get a stronger strawberry crop going. I wasn't sure if it was tomorrow or the next day. I'm not gonna put cranberries in them just yet. We will before we go to sleep tonight, assuming I don't forget. Which is a big assumption. Cakes, 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 cakes. Don't forget the cakes. Cakes, cakes, cakes. it. Okay. Cakes, 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 cakes. Okay. What? Okay, back there? Hey, what's going on? Chippy, leave Cookie alone. You know she's resting. She doesn't like roughhousing when she's resting. Okay. We have used all of our oak resin, and despite the fact that it has been at least a week, the oak resin has not turned over. That's interesting. I don't know what the cycles are for trees. And it must not be the same cycle, because I'm certain we've had some pine tars. And I thought we got some maple. We're gonna go down there and check one more time. I thought maybe if I ran down there and checked, there might be, you know, one waiting for me. But there was not. Got no reason not to. Let's throw in the next seed and see what happens. Might want to water it. There we go. There's a good farmer. Nothing. Interesting. Well, if we can't make any kegs, can we make something else? For instance, beehives. What do we need for that? Coal, iron bar, maple syrup. Coal, funnily enough, is going to be the sticking point for that. Don't have any. All right. We have all the cheese press we wanted, so that's no good. We have all the mayonnaise machines we wanted, so that's no good. We have all the seed makers we wanted. Looms, I guess we could go ahead and make, but I hate to do that when I don't have any wool producers right now. Can't make any more kegs. I did want to make some more lamp posts, so I guess we could do that. What is it, baby? What is it? Are you not getting enough attention? I started a fight with my sister. She kicked my butt. There you go. You know Mommy loves you, right? You know Mommy loves you. Just got a few minutes on this game and then she can cuddle you full time. Yeah, we'll take a break. But then Mommy finishes, okay? What you doing? Oh, okay. Alright, so that should be enough to construct some lamps. Alright, let's go look at where we would put them. We got one by that spot, one there, one there, one there. I kind of think I want one over here because it's just very dark. Although now that I say that, you kind of want it in a place where, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Hi, baby. I love you very much. I wish that one would stop being on the fritz. I don't like that. And I don't really want to cut into my farm. Oh, that'll do for now, I guess. I did want to put one. I'm going to have to count, though. This is going to be tricky. 1, 2, 3. It's on the second one. Okay. You're going to help me count? Second one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's a nice. That's a nice amount of light. And when we get a horse, I plan to put him right here, so you can just hop on him as soon as you get up in the morning. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes. At some point, we will start getting more coal. We'll go back to the mines, and I guess I can keep carrying that around. I was hoping it would rain and we could do that, but it hasn't, so we can't. Look at that. Nice, very nice. Today our gratitude goes to kale eaters. Kale and potatoes. Now I definitely eat my share of potatoes. I am a potato eating machine. But I've never had kale before. I don't think I'd like it. I can't usually digest green things. No, I can't. Alrighty. So that, I think, ends that. Look at you hiding your face. Do you have anything you want to say to everybody? Can you say goodbye? Can you say see you next video? Can you say thank you for supporting Mommy? This has been another Let's Play of Stardew Valley. My name is Anna Mardell, and I am so incredibly grateful to have you here. I will see you in the next video.